Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody. So let's keep our discussion on gold. So in general, overall environment around gold stands not very positive in the longer term, but in the shorter term, as we discussed in the weekly report, it's mostly depends on the price action around 1830, 1825 area is the first strong resistance that market has to break up to show the bullish mood, bullish performance, and preferably if we will get the action above the 1910. That technically shows the breaking of the bearish tendency. Currently, we do not see real strength in the gold across the board actually. The sentiment analysis, ETF dynamic shows that investors stand cold to gold and really have no desire to increase the part of the gold in their portfolios. So we have discussed this in details, although some followers of the idea that market is turning not to reflation but to stagflation and the gold should get more demand in the nearest term. These followers exist in the market, but they are minority. So investors in general do not support this point of view. And if you will take a look at the forecast from the UBS, they shows that by the middle of the next year, March of 2022, the average gold price should be 17 even. By the close of the 2022, it will be 16 even. So that's in general how situation stands. But in the shorter term, as market has some room, in terms of the time as well, until the Fed will turn to the first rate change, market could show the bullish performance. Besides, this time, guys, we have the external support. So this not comes from the gold in particular, directly from the gold, but actually it comes from the two major factors. So first of all, as usual, this is interest rates. The dynamic, we already mentioned that in the weekly report, that on the daily chart of the 10-year yield, you can see market has created strong bearish engulfing with the reversal bar on the top. And this potentially bullish signal for the gold, because here it might be some deeper retracement, slightly deeper retracement, so market could drop back to near around 155 maybe, and that could support gold in the short term, let them to climb slightly higher. So this is the first factor. And the second factor is you probably heard about the modern land developer in China. That's also the hazard of the default exists. Modern land reported the missed payment on Tuesday. The latest Chinese property developer to do so. And it joins to the Evergrande. That's probably heard about this story already. So this is what we have supportive to the gold. As a result, demand for safe haven slightly increased recently. As you can see, the euro has dropped due to demand in the United States dollar, and gold has climbed slightly higher. Demand for gold also have increased. But this is very tactical short-term performance. Now, what could happen in the nearest time? So, based on the performance here on the gold in this range, definitely we can call it as some thrusting action, so some reversal, something of that sort. But at the same time, on the 4-time frame chart, you could see that gold consequently has taken out one top by the other. First, it was bearish, some kind of the wash and rinse. Market has climbed above it. Next one was strong sell-off. So with few attempts, market has taken out. Recent sell-off on Friday, based on the recent factors, you can see market has climbed very high to its top. And currently, I wouldn't consider taking the short position by far with the background that we have. Because for the normal performance of the engulfing pattern here, market should not move too far and breaking all the resistance that we have inside of this candle. So alternatively, I would consider, actually we do not have any significant patterns here, only something that stands on the follower time frame chart and the lower time frame. And currently, guys, Actually, I do not see something else except maybe another butterfly that could be formed here, because interest rates suggest that it should drop a bit more, which should be supportive to the gold, and as a result, I won't exclude the chance that market also could try to climb slightly higher, somewhere back to the previous 1825 tops. So as a result, here's might be another butterfly to be formed with the upper potential around 1825. And the validation point of this setup, of course, will be the lows right here. So as you know, the butterfly is valid until market stands inside the initial swing. Corresponding low on the 50-minute chart, if you would like to play it out, because currently I do not see actually something else in the gold market. So if you'd like to play it and you see it interesting, you could consider first the 7-99 areas around 18 even, whereas potentially ABCD pattern might be completed. This first point where butterfly could start, but potentially even 7-93 will be okay, because any level will be acceptable while market stands above these lows. Only downward breakout of the A point will erase the chance for this butterfly, so that will be invalidation point. If you would like to trade it, you will have to, well, actually, as closer you will take the position to the A point, all the better. The one thing that you should avoid is, of course, this type of action. So if you all see this market starts accelerations that dropping fast, so it definitely will be the signal that it would be better to not take any position by far. Here on this upper direction, everything looks great. This market has completed this OP, now turning some retracement. And if you like this idea, or maybe it fits to your strategy, you find it interesting, and just could keep an eye on and just watch for the levels first, where potentially you could get the chance to take the position. Well, and then keep watching for the butterfly, how it will develop here on the follow time frame chart, on the hourly chart. That, unfortunately, guys, all that we have currently on the gold. Because of the action from the external factors, we do not consider taking the short position by far.